Right, this is going to be a tyre changing video. So how to change a tyre. So we've took the nut off the rim lock and we've took the valve out and we've took the nut off the stem. Technical words. So we're just about to break the seal. So I've gone round, got some bike cleaner, works good enough for me. If I can get the bottle to spray. Come on, there we go. So I'm going to go around, just spray around the edge. Get it up round. Right, good rub around, happy days. Right, we're going to bust the bead off. I'm going to try and get the phone somewhere. I can't see it. Right, so I've lubed the tyre up. I'm going to start this side up. So to you what, any preference, I just start this side up. Because it's always worse when you first start. Anything starting off crap till you get the hang of it. So let's bust the bead off the tyre. So we have these type of levers. So that's the hook for thingy in. And then I use that end for busting beads. I have some PTFE spray here. It's like a silicone spray, so I'm just going to give them a little spray, but I'm just going to do it from that off. A little spray, a little spray, a little bit of silicone.
Right, so we're going to bust the bead. Alright, let's go. She's dirty. She's dirty.
When my bearings go in the other one. So right, we've gone round. She's loose, so happy days. Right, let's crack her one in. Right, so we're going in and we're in. What we're doing is only going to that, into the hook in that round the tyre. Don't go to there. You're going to nip your tube. Instantly nip your tube. So go in, and when you go in, you just want to, so that's the bit that you're lifting around with. Yep. So we've got the block and we've got the tube, valve, stem. We're going to crack in here, into there, bump, bosh, bish. Key to this is little bites. We're not malnourished, we're well fed. So we're not going to struggle. I've got the garage wall behind me, so I can use that to push against. Right, I'm going to pop one off and round. Let the disc hold here. Don't know if that bends the disc, it might do. Don't know if it ever has. Don't know if it ever has. See, the middle one just came out. Fell out. But we're not going to get it in, are we? So, carefully drop this back over. And you want it to stay hooked in. And we're going to go in right next to it. I'm going to pop that. And this one here will just come over that. We're good. You're never not going to get a white edge. You can put your rim savers on. And we're going to work around, stay next to it, same again, little bit, pops out. Now if you've got a brand new rim, don't come to me for it, because this is what I do. Oh, we're getting to that tight bit. Let's see if I can. There we go. We're just taking little bites, we don't need to be greedy. Probably could maybe go to there. But I just always struggle to get the lever in. See? So you just end up, and once that one goes, like it's wanting to pop out, it's going to go in a minute. And you're buggered. Might do a voiceover on this and do it in fast forward. Because I don't know if anyone wants to see it in slow. Right, so we've got the good of it now, so we can take bigger bites. Get this crap out of the way. It's snagging on the wheel. Take bigger bites. I always dread doing tyres, but when it actually comes round to it, it's not the most difficult job in the world. As you can always see, as my thing comes over, always like that. Pop, we're in, we're done. In, we're done. And again. Now, if you're precious about your rims getting scratched, don't change tyres, because you're metal on metal. Or you can use a rim saver, but they take 3 times as long, and you end up scratching your rim as well. Tyres do.
Let's give it a little. 4 guns MX. This tyre's going back on the other rim, so I may as well use the time to clean it. Go in.
Pinch the tube. Let's get her out. Let's get her out of the way. People use these fancy stands and stuff. To be fair, I've got an old woodworking bench. I think it came from the local school when it closed down. We weren't just burgling it. But it's great because it's got an indentation. It's probably not quite an inch. Not quite an inch, half inch just over. It drops down enough to allow, you know, if I was to take the spacer out as well, I could drop right down in, but I'm not taking the spacers out because I need to. I like the spacers, it gives me a bit of a spin point. Right, so to there, pop that through. Tube's out. Personally, I give it a brush off. Tyre, new tyre, new tube. That looks spot on. One part, we can reuse that. Right, that side's done. Let's flick it over. Same again. Speed needs braking.
Back to them two ends. Not too much, as you can see. Concentrating. Concentrating, I want to have to this off now, getting into the rhythm. We'll just fly around it. Let's just fly around it. We've got to there, so now I've got to that, there's a little bit so. See that tyre up, and then put it back on. And stop.
It drops the wheel down, and then we should, all being good and well, let's do it on the floor. So you drop it down, the wheel falls in the bottom, and you can just do that. Pop, and that's the wheel off. There's the tyre. There's the block. We need that. That should be taped in. Get this cap out. That's all went down my feet. Right. Alright, so we've got my sporty wheel, my oversized disc, tyre on then. What we're going to do, get the tyre, disc is going on that side. Which way is arrow? So the arrow says it wants to go that way. Disc is on that side, so it wants to go in that way. So what we're going to try and do, I'm feeling that, you just have to get it up onto the side. Do good old matey lube. By doing it this way, you can tend to only have to work from this side of the wheel, which is a bonus. And I'm sure most people, or fast people, have probably got the tyre on by now. I've got no idea. No idea. But hey, let's go. So it's in at this end, pretty much. Yeah, we all agree that? So we're going to go in there. One. There, we want it over the blocks. Let's do the block. So you've probably got a better way of doing it. That doesn't mean that you do that. Smash your disc, but this is the way that works for me. And like I say, I'm not a wheel fairer, so just scratch my rim, it's not the end of the world. Be a battle. It's biting too much on her. Let's get this piece over. This should just be a doddle. I always mess up with the lock. I'm not sure what I do wrong with it, but I always mess up with it. So we're on, halfway on. Tube in next. Let's get the tubey in. Right, what we're going to do. It's there. So yeah, probably not the guy that you want to take maintenance advice off, but hey, I'm only giving you ideas. You do what you want to do. I'm commenting on the channel saying, I did that, because this is just what works for me. I say it works for me, but it's not flipping working, is it? Right, this is another little cheat. I tend to lift the tyre over the rim. Just trap your finger a little bit. But then, you pull it open, got all the space you need. And it tends to work quite well if you've got a good enough hole in your teeth. I'm ever going to get that through there. Oh, he's lying to you, it's through. Oh, check him out. It's a bit scruffy, but it's through. Check that, yes. That's careful taking that out. You don't want to be snagging any rim. So you get to the end and you think you've done it all perfect, and that one there was the one that got you. Idiot. Four Guns MX. Oh yeah. Good bike cleaner that. Good bike cleaner that. Yeah. Let's get the pump. Well, I so hope. Alright, so we've got the pump. We're going to get the valve. I'm going to pop the valve. It's a little square up. Let's get some air into it. And you're saying, what, you're putting air in it? You've not got the other side on. I know, boy. I know, boy. So, you're like, more. What are you doing? You're putting air in it. You've not put tyre on yet. I know, boy. What we're doing, you see, is we're just putting a little air in, a little resistance air, I call it. So why are we putting air in it, I hear you ask? I don't hear fuck all, but I can pretend I heard you ask it. And that means I can answer it, don't it? It does. Well, I put a bit of air in because when I stick my tool in, ploppy plop, it wants to nip something. So with a little bit of the old silicone spray, absolute idiot. On my brake disc, idiot. With the little spray of silicone spray, means when it hits the tyre, it's more than likely to slip off it than snag it and nip it. Because look, see, I'm not going to snag it. Where? If you don't put air in the tyre, the air is soft, and when you put this in, instead of it pushing it out of the way because it's round and inflated, because it's soft, it'll snag on top of it, and as you put the tyre on, your tube will be in there. So what you want it to do is, because it's inflated, it'll hit it as it tries to snag it, it'll push it out of the way. And you do that. But if it's flat, like flatty bit, it'll go. Don't know if you can see that on the cameras, I don't know. That was my explanation. So we're in. We're going to start. Where am I starting? Random. Why do I keep doing that? But we're going to go in 1, 2. Random 1, 2. Let's clean the vape. So we're in 1, 2. Three. So we're going in, look. Comes out dead easy. Tyre's got a bit of air in, touching the tyre, and over it goes. Say the tyre, I meant the inner tube. See it in, touching the inner tube, over it goes. And I can see that the inner tube is behind, what's it? So we're down to these little bites here. Yeah, we'll get that under that. Just let a bit of air out. We want this to do that, look, perfect. If you can get that side of the tyre to that where it drops in, no matter how fast or slow you do this, and how quick you are with the tools and less crap talk, whatever, as long as when you're putting the tyre on, you get that into here, because obviously if it sits, normally it sits on this bead, but you want it, that's why it's like that, so it can go in. Because the tyre's gone that way a bit, that gives you a bit more. I've had enough. Tired. It's 10 o'clock at night. Started this earlier and my mum come to visit, so I had to stop, but I was already committed. Perfect. That went on nice. I like it when it goes nice. Right. So we add a bit of it round to us so we know what we're doing. That's in, that's in. This is the one. So this is where you tend to nip it because you just go too far in. I do it. Beautiful. Tube's still good. Tube's still good. Sometimes, if it's lubed up well enough, it can be a bit aggressive in if you do this. Right at the end, it will do that, look. Don't know why it does it, but sometimes that works. And it did today. Sometimes it don't work. Right. So, tied on, but the block's stuck under. So, let's just it's off a little bit. We're going to trick the tyre and thinking we're trying to take it off. It's a trick. Tyres don't like to come off. Come on, tyre, I want you to come off. You don't want to come off. All right, don't then. Just go straight back on. Just go straight back on then. Perfect. Right. So did I pop it? Did I nip it, slip it or grip it? Don't know. Let's have a little look, shall we? Osram. Pump. Brilliant little devices. Choose to display. Set your tyre. 30 psi. that drill pit off on tip lead.
Yeah, so
It's on. So let's get it up to 12 psi. We'll see how it runs.